Merry meet, it's Rowan Ravenwolf. I am at Forest Home Cemetery today. This is my favorite cemetery. I like to come walk cemeteries for a couple different reasons. So, a lot of witches like to work with spirits and spirits of place and actual spirits of those who have passed. Kind of walking around the cemetery right now. And so that's one reason why I love this cemetery so much. But the other reason is paranormal investigation. So this particular cemetery I actually did do with Afterlife Tours Incorporated, based out of Illinois. We used to do paranormal investigations here at night. So if they ever start doing them again, I'd highly recommend that you try to come out because it's really neat. But this cemetery has a lot of really wonderful residents here. The spirits are amazing. They have a beautiful energy and they like to work with those of us that are clairsentient, clairvoyant, medium, all of that fun stuff. But what is really neat is all of the magical people buried here. So this particular headstone, it was funny, I was coming to the cemetery for years and I noticed this headstone last year. And I was like, how cool is this? A mother and a daughter. So we have one as a palm reader and one as a psychic reader. And this is just really neat. You don't see this a lot in cemeteries and graveyards. You don't see where people are free to put that they are palm readers and psychic readers. So they are part of the community. So we're just going to say hi to Dina and Lulabelle Marks. And thank you so much for sharing your lives with us and your beautiful energy today. So I'm just going to give a really brief history for this video of this cemetery. So that's like one thing I love, is that I can come here and work with the spirits and build my Clara abilities. But the other thing is the history, because this is a very old cemetery. It's one of the oldest in the Chicagoland area. It is located in Forest Park, Illinois. There are two entrances. The office is off Des Plaines Road, and then a lot of new burials are on the other side on First Avenue. So this cemetery was actually a family farm, and then they turned it into an amusement park. You could actually, the Des Plaines River runs halfway through the cemetery, and you could literally get on boat rides, and swans would guide the little boats up and down the river. So they were little wooden boats that swans could pull. So kind of fascinating there. Swans actually pulled people on the river. There was a little mini jail here. So when people would drink too much and get unruly or commit crimes at the amusement park that was here. And keep in mind, this was in the early 1900s. So we're talking early, 1810-ish, really, really early. There was the little gel that they would throw people in. So that was really cute. So what happened is the family decided to make this a cemetery. But it became two cemeteries. Half of it was called Waldheim, which was a German cemetery, and the other was Forest Park. And Waldheim actually means forest park in German. Or I'm sorry, forest home. I'm saying that. So one half was Waldheim, one half was Forest Home, and Waldheim means forest home in German. So it became a cemetery and burials began here. So the family that actually did the burials, they have a lot of plots. I will actually give a little bit of history in a different video on them. But I wanted to give the history of this cemetery. So right now we're here. Hello, Annie. Annie Ristic is just absolutely, she's a sweet, sweet spirit. She passed away in 2012. And she is part of the Romanis. So how wonderful is that? So this is what is so unique about this cemetery. I just showed you how we have a palmist and a psychic reader, and now we are in an area. So this side that site in front of us and this site in front of us, the Romani people in Chicago are buried here. This does not happen very often because magical people could not be open with their personal beliefs. And especially the Romani people, they were very shunned. There's a lot of people buried here that are Freemasons, that are in the magical community. And there's also communists, union, very high up union members. This is actually one of the only cemeteries in the United States that has a national landmark, a historic national landmark within it. So there's a lot of history here. So this cemetery is just amazing. So they accept everyone here. It doesn't matter what your religious belief, your political belief, or your spiritual belief, you could be buried here. They still do active barriers. So here's one like this. Look at how beautiful the stonework is. I love that. And we have a Freemason. So really, really cool. So if you Google, and I'll try to add it to the end of this video. If you Google Forest Home Cemetery or Forest Park, Illinois, and you do the satellite view and you zoom out, you can see all the cemeteries in the Chicagoland area. There are a ton of cemeteries here. As a matter of fact, the deceased residents of Forest Park is higher than the living residents. And I'm going to do a separate video on that, but I did want to throw that out. So you're going to hear me say that a couple times. So this is just kind of a quick, short video to introduce you to my favorite cemetery. And I'm just kind of showing you roughly some of the cool stuff that is here. And as always, please feel free to follow me on social media. I am on Facebook, Threads, X, Instagram, and of course TikTok and YouTube. I do have a Patreon. So most places you can find me as Triple Goddess Apothecary and Reiki. You can find me as Rowan Ravenwolf. My YouTube channel is Triple Goddess Apothecary and Reiki. And then my TikTok is Triple Goddess Apothecary 1. So please feel free to follow me, especially if you like this cemetery. Definitely follow and like my videos. That helps get me up in the algorithms, and then you'll find and get notified anytime I go live or anytime I post any more pictures. So from Forest Home Cemetery, greetings, merry meet, merry part, and blessed be.